What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero War Central, and in this video, I want to talk about science. All right, not real science. Hero Wars Central science or math. Hero Wars Central math. I don't know. I'm not really good at either of them, but I want to break down two experiments. First of all, we're going to determine if having a pet on Martha is a difference maker or not, and then we're going to talk about whether or not buying the guild raid buffs actually has a difference or not. Full disclaimer, this is versus the level 130 Osh, not the level 140, 50, or 160. This is not high-end strategy, guys. This is just for the average player, okay? For the every man or woman that plays Hero Wars, not the top 0.05 or 0.01%. If you guys are one of those, you're probably not watching my videos anyway. This is for those of you that are so concerned about which buffs to buy. Do I have the right pets leveled up? A little bit of all of that is going to be answered in the following video. Check it out. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Taking a look at the guild raid, let's take a look at the log. First of all, we have almost 12%. Let's call it 3 to 4% higher, 3 to 4% higher guild morale than previous. There it is. So I had 8.15 guild morale when we started this experiment 2 weeks ago on the 130 Osh. Just so we show, you know, we're on the 130 Osh. You see 202 million is the health there. 202 million. So we have about, well, 3.5% higher. Okay, so 3.5% higher. Here is what we did versus that Osh with Martha with a pet. All right, so the argument, the experiment that we're trying to find out here, Martha with Axel has boosted magic attack and therefore boosted healing and etc., but higher defenses, making her ult less frequently. What we want to know is Martha without a pet, is that better? Is that better? So we're going to minimize this, and we're going to try the same lineup, but Martha without a pet. And just for the sake of consistency, unfortunately for my guild, although I guess if they don't care how good we do on the guild raid boss, why should I? We are doing no buffs. No buffs. We have Martha with no pets, right? Just to compare, with a 3.5% damage difference because of guild morale. Okay, a 3.5% damage factor that we're going to have to figure out. Now, this is full auto max speed. I guess the speed doesn't really hurt. Doesn't really matter. But we're going to try this out. We're going to see how well we do. And we're just going to compare hero to hero. Okay? Hero to hero. So the picture on the right is Martha with Axel. The one on the left is Martha without Axel. Sebastian did 10 million more damage. Zhu did 3 million more damage. Isaac did less damage. Nebula did about the same. Martha did about the same. Now, the bad news is that's mostly tied into the critical hit stat. Random, right? RNG, absolutely RNG. So the idea is that Martha is going to ult more frequently without a pet, therefore boosting all of the damage numbers. So we can scientifically concede that that's actually not the case, right? It could be possible that I had a really bad string of non-crits with today's fight without the Martha. If we really wanted to, we could go back and count up the number of ults that we use, but I didn't count those up in this fight right here. My pseudo-scientific experiment tells me that having Axel with the magic attack on Martha it definitely doesn't hurt things. I expected the team on the left to do more damage if if Martha gave out one more ultimate. That's another 9 seconds or however long it is of a speed up buff. And that speed up buff is fast too. It's like, you know, it's 250. It's a lot. Sebastian's power level increase. Well, you got to assume that everybody is leveling up their heroes also. My Zhu went up about 3k. My Nebula went up about 2k. I mean, yeah, there is a power increase, but he still did less damage. We had 3% morale. So so even factoring that in, the team on the right had 3.5% less damage bonus overall than the team on the left. I think you can pretty well state that having the pet on Martha does not affect negatively the damage. I think Axel Martha plays a crucial role versus 140. I think so too. You would probably have to watch the videos and count Martha's speed ups for each fight to satisfy some people. Probably. And I would imagine over the course of the fight, you're talking about maybe 1 to 2 more speed ups, which is a lot, right? Especially when you're dealing with basic attacks from Zhu and those basic attacks adding being crits and adding bonus damage and the ults that Sebastian gives. Now, the higher up you go, the higher Osh level you go, the more that you will need defenses to stay alive. Until you get maxed Martha and maxed Ascension Tree and maxed Tree of Wisdom and all of that, you're going to need a pet to keep her alive. It is possible that even a small power increase actually caused the hero to do less damage in the Osh fight. It happened to me against the Hydra. That is true, Finkel, so we can't discount that. That is 100% true. Should we try next week one more time, Martha with no pet, to see if it's better or worse or exactly the same? I'll leave it up to you guys. Oh, man. All right, so I did 53 million on the weekend, the last weekend of May, which was the last weekend that I used team buffs. Looks like I did about 9 million more damage. This is the first time that anybody in my guild has passed me on damage dealt to the boss. Of course, I'm not using any team buffs. No buffs whatsoever. That's effectively what, almost a 20% increase in damage if I use the buffs. A little bit less than 20%. 15 to 20% damage increase for using the buffs versus a 140 boss. Pseudoscience tells me that using the buffs, some of the buffs, right? Am I using the correct buffs? Is going to add roughly 15 to 20% overall damage to my teams, to my choice of 25 heroes, I should say. And I can tell you this, I've definitely gotten some refinement. I've definitely leveled up a little bit since I took this screenshot back on May 30th. The 62 million damage screenshot is from May 30th. That's 11 days of spending on a couple of heroes, Corvus, Yasmin, and Helios specifically. I've improved their stats quite a bit. There you go. It's science. Fun stuff.